Control-freak feminists are trying to police language by banning the word bossy.
Matter. Let's just ban the word bossy.
Join us to ban Bossy.
That's right, this is not a satire, this is an actual campaign being run by a group called leanin.org, which seeks to ban the word bossy because they claim it discourages young girls from being assertive and ambitious, preventing them from becoming leaders. So instead of simply encouraging young girls to be ambitious, feminists want to ban actual words, thereby turning entire groups of people into sexist thought criminals for merely uttering the word bossy. Taking a page straight out of George Orwell's 1984, in which the fictional language newspeak was created to restrict the expressiveness of the English language and eliminate personal thought. As I documented in my video The Truth About Feminism, feminists rarely, if ever, take on genuine women's rights causes, such as the recent characterization of female drivers in Saudi Arabia as potential terrorists. They rarely ever take on those real issues, and they focus on the minutiae of policing thought and language, and that's because feminism, or at least second wave feminism, is wholly controlled by the elite, and it's used to push cultural Marxism. Cultural Marxism holds that oppression comes from within the culture and the language rather than the state, therefore absolving the state of blame for any form of oppression. And that's why the state, that's why the elite loves to control and use feminism in order to crush freedom, free speech, free thought in the name of protecting women's rights. Which is why every time you look into these feminist campaigns and causes, and this one's received worldwide attention today, they are never grassroots organic campaigns. They always come from the top down because the state, the establishment, controls second wave feminism. So who's behind this program to ban the word bossy? Well, you go to leanin.org's partners page, and it's basically PR firms, transnational corporations, and banks. Here we see GlaxoSmithKline, General Motors, Google, Hill and Knowlton, Morgan Stanley, Nestle, Bank of America, AOL, Booz Allen Hamilton, Brown Brothers Harriman, oil companies like Chevron, Citibank, Comcast, General Electric, Pfizer, Visa, Walmart, Wells Fargo, it goes on and on and on. And isn't it interesting that this campaign to ban the word bossy is being supported by numerous entertainment industry giants, including Sony, with whom Beyoncé is signed, as was for many years her husband, Jay-Z. And isn't it fascinating that while everybody's wringing their hands over the offensiveness of the word bossy, those same entertainment industry giants that are sponsoring this campaign are not similarly concerned about the very music that they release from the likes of Jay-Z and numerous other hip-hop artists with whom he's worked, who in a vast majority of their songs refer to women as sluts, hoes, whores, bitches, you name it. There's no concern about that, no. The real problem is the word bossy. So here's a newsflash for you feminists out there who have bought into this. Major transnational corporations, banks, oil companies, PR firms, media corporations do not care about women's rights. Look at Chevron, look at Hill and Knowlton, look at Wells Fargo. How many of the CEOs of these corporations and banks are women? They don't give a shit about women's rights. So why do they support these programs? Well, obviously to make themselves look good on the one hand, but also because they're part of this establishment that seeks to continually push top-down feminism as a facet of cultural Marxism, blaming sexism, blaming patriarchal society, blaming oppression on the language, on the culture, therefore on the middle class, thereby absolving the state of blame for all forms of genuine, real oppression. Freedom and opportunity cannot be accomplished by banning words and policing language. I mean, what are we going to start doing next? Burning books that are seen as sexist or advancing a patriarchal society? Here's a better idea than banning the word bossy. Let's shun the kind of control freaks that hide behind women's rights causes in order to police language and oppress the free speech of everybody. This is Paul Joseph Watson reporting for Infowars.com.